Mitchy boy, we're limping. We're limping to the finals, mate. I think I've got 16 players, 15 yourself, and I've been burning this last hour or so. Seeing that man Jesse Ramien on my screen, that's hurting my soul. That's pushed me down to 16 now with the early return from him. And tell you what, Hughesy looks happy to be back, mate. Talk us through your 15 thoughts. Are we over it? Are we ready to fall outside the top 2K? What's going on?
Yeah, look, obviously did the video last night, had lots of fun, dribbled for absolutely about 15 minutes and offered nothing in return. And I said I have 16 of the best, and then all of a sudden Parramatta want to give Dylan Brown a swan song, and now
Yeah.
Joash Papali'i's nowhere to be seen. So I'm playing with 15. I'm not going to open the app. I'm going to captain Cleary. I'm going to open it back up on Sunday afternoon, Sunday night, and to see how my rank has dropped outside the top 2K, and then get ready for preseason, mate.
Yeah, that's when it starts getting exciting, doing all the reviews, get the roasting ourselves out of the way and all the mistakes we did and then go from there. But mate, 13 minutes last night that podcast went for, and I copped I think three or four sprays about how I know nothing. I was like, it wasn't even that long. It wasn't even half an hour, and I copped three sprays. What's going on there?
Yeah, well, I just got to let the people know when they join the private group, if they join for me, they don't join for you because you're a cat and you don't know much. So that's just letting, giving the people a little bit of an insight into saying what you're going to get when you join up next year.
Yeah, well, you're definitely going to get a couple of different opinions, which is nice. You get that's the point. You know, it's supposed to be the same. But yeah, we know you're the best. You've got the best finishes. Mine's 54th. You got one better than that. So we'll leave it there. Hey, we'll leave it there. But this first one, we've got a lot of restings, and then we've got one of your boys. No good yesterday. Turned up and was a bit naughty, Mr. Shibasaki, after such a good year.
Yeah, well, we've got Reece Walsh who's decided to drink water out of a toilet, renovated or not, that's what he's doing. And then we got Gemma Shibasaki, who was handed a lifeline by Coach Madge, and now he wants to turn up drunk, drink driving, turn up late, turn up
Ugh.
drunk. Who knows what he's doing? Yeah, what a flog. Good bloke though, and yeah, it's tough because we actually need to win this game. So yeah, it's not looking great. So I am still confident we can win as a Broncos fan. Broncos top four, but yeah, it's I don't know what my two Broncos boys are doing.
That was a weird one, but the rest of the guys in there and locked in. Walshy still going to keep the goal kicking with Walters and Hunt in the 6 and 7, and we don't even see Reynolds at all. Hey, any news on that, or just gone? We'll rest him and see what happens.
Yeah, well, he was never playing last week. I know he was named in the 22 jersey and on the reserves, but he was never playing as a Broncos fan. He's done he had a hamstring injury and then he had
Yeah.
a bit of a tinker to the hammy throughout the week. So he'll probably play next week, I'd say. But so obviously fantasy doesn't go through the finals, so it's a bit irrelevant then if you want to jump on Reece Walsh. But don't bring in Reece Walsh, bring in DCE. Don't use your last trade on Reece Walsh. Use it on DCE.
Well, hey, I thought I was gonna have to bring in a wing fullback, and then yeah, realize I'm down to 16 regardless, so I can either play one short a wing fullback or center, or yeah, or bring one in and still just be one short on the bench. So yeah, it's an interesting one. He's definitely still a really fun option with the goal kicking. He's just in red hot form. Hey, every time he touches the ball, it looks like he's going to do something with it. And there's actually a lot of fun fullbacks this week to pick. Hey, between him, we've got Keanu Keeney back at one at the Titans, and then you got Trey Fuller. Unless Big Herbie comes in and maybe spoils that party and pushes Hammer back to fullback. What do you think on that one there?
Yeah, just on Walsh, I actually didn't realize that he had three back-to-back-to-back 90s. I found that out this morning. I thought that was actually insane when the bloke's like the second highest priced player in the season. But Trey Fuller, you'll probably know. I think if the Roosters win against Souths on Friday night, Herbie probably won't play.
True.
But I think if Souths win, which means the Dolphins need to beat the Canberra D side to make the finals, and Herbie probably does come in. If I don't know if Trey Fuller will be the one to, obviously hammer to fullback. I don't know if that will happen. But I think if Trey Fuller does play fullback, I think he's a really fun
Mm.
1 week play to end the season. But I mean, you can't really go wrong with Walshy. I know I had Cookie message me about 5 times saying who do I prefer, Walshy or Edwards, and I said, mate, I'll probably go Walshy over Edwards,
Oh
and he
yeah.
said, nah, you're a one-eyed Bronx fan, mate. You're gonna get pumped. I need someone who's not biased. And then he asked the
Well,
question
stop
again, and no
asking
one answered.
you.
And he asked the question again, and no one answered him. So I said, "Cookie, come to me, mate. Just pick Welshie. Don't go near the bald man, the Avatar, Dylan Edwards."
Yeah, you should just pick Keeney and live with it. He's a fun watch. All right, Storm. I cannot believe the Munsters playing. Hey, apart from yes, they want to put a little combination together, but yeah, everyone else rested last week. Why couldn't he? So that's just my selfish little thoughts and Pappenhausen as well. Do you think it's just just get the combinations right? because they haven't, played in a while altogether. Hey,
Yeah, it's a bit strange. I think the same thing happened last year with Melbourne. I think they played us in the final round of the season, and again, they definitely did not rest. And we seem to always play Melbourne in the very last round of the season. It's happened 3 years in a row, and they've never
oh
rested
well,
just because Craig Bellamy hates the Broncos. He doesn't want to see me smile. So I think they've
yeah,
got Stefano and Sean Bloor out injured. So Stefano resting, and Sean Bloor not there. So yeah, Bronx 13 plus next game.
perfect. DCE, Captain DCE, congrats on that one. That was a. Can you believe what every single assist or try was him, wasn't it, in that first six? It's crazy. What a
Yeah,
time.
and then they got he got the penalty try, the kick as well, the very last minute of the game. So I definitely, did not expect that. I was so nervous. I don't know why I did it. I think I just did it to G the boys up. They were
It was
like,
for
"Just do it,
lols.
you cat." And I said, "All right, whatever." I think I'm gonna go chin this week, but yeah, DC. I was a lot of fun. I was so nervous, but yeah, he killed it.
Yeah, and it's always the way. I was listening to the Bloke in the Bar boys. They're just talking about every year this happens. As soon as they can't make finals, they just turn into world beaters, don't they? The Eagles, and they could do it. They could do the same thing to the Warriors at home. Hey,
I actually think they will, to be honest. I think
yeah,
Manly will win this and win this comfortably. DC happens every single year. He's one of those guys who always, you get to the last 5, 6 rounds and we all jump on DC because he finishes so strong, and it's no different. He's going to go, arguably three back-to-back 90s as well once he kills the Wires this week.
crazy. We won't be able to touch him next year or Walsh to start the year. In any case, but for the Warriors, there's a slight worry that if the Broncos do win, the Warriors will be sort of firmly placed into fifth or sixth, and therefore we may see a resting. And Aaron Clark is kind of our only, well, potentially Tanner Boyd as well, our only worry in that one, and would put a few of us down another peg in our numbers and would help you if you're sitting at 18. But that's about it. They've got Tolu Kola out and Wade Egan out as well. Roosters and the Bunnies. This is always a very big grudge match, and we see Hugo Safala have to play second fiddle to Sam Walker again, with Sandon Smith moving on. The Smokes and Mirrors, Connor Watson at 9. It's going to happen again. At least they've decided just to completely move Naf White to 13, like they were every single hour before. But yeah, Watson, we're going to fall into that trap in round one next year.
Honestly, there's a good chance with Reece Robson going to 9. Connor Watson will probably be the lock. So we know Connor Watson scores a whole lot more points at lock
Yeah,
than he does at hooker. So if he's priced at 49, he's probably going to go. He's actually one of my predictions this week. So I'll save that for later. But if he finishes the season at a 49 average, it's going to be pretty hard to touch. But yeah, I love what Robbo's doing, naming him at 9, just so we all get really confused and we get really excited to play him. And then
there's like
the one
potential.
hour before, we're all shocked when he goes back to the bench. It's all chaos. So, yeah, nice one, Robbo, you flog.
Coming out. He's coming out last round of the year. All right, for the Bunnies, we see Charles Duncan on the edge, which is good for owners there. And Keelan Kolomatangi, a bit of a fun pick to finish the year. I think he'll play pretty well the 80 in this one. Looks like he got through unscathed. Then we see Murray. Will he actually play? I just love to see him out there, and hopefully he can get through, fit and firing as well. Could be some fun little half plays here. Ashton Ward, Jamie Humphries, I think will have pretty good games there, and who knows what kind of meters we could see from Jai Gray. But any sort of fun plays from Roosters here, or do you think this will be sort of a not a smashing like last week over the Storm?
No, it's definitely not going to be a smashing. This is the Rabbitohs grand final. I actually would not be surprised at all if the Rabbitohs win. I'll probably be tipping them. I think Nwanga is probably the obvious one. If you've got a trade left, I think we all need centers and wing fullbacks now. We had a lot of them a few weeks ago, and now we've got none. So if you need a wing fullback, I probably don't hate the idea of going Nwanga. He's going to be on Alex Johnston, I think, from
Hmm.
memory. So yeah, I think he could have some fun down there.
Definitely. Teddy captain anyone? Ho, ho, ho. Dragons and the Panthers. This could be a tough one. Hey, the Dragons have kind of fallen off a little bit with a couple of the outs that they have had, but we're just missing Brian To'o and Liam Martin in this one. I didn't actually notice that. I was like, oh, everyone's back. Well, everyone relevant was back anyway. Should see some good minutes out of Yo, but maybe not the full 80. We'll see how that one plays out. He's still dealing with that subluck shoulder. Captain Cleary does seem pretty safe this week, but with the comparison to Payne Haas, why would we change, or why would anyone go to Cleary if you have been on Payne?
Well, I took it off Payne last week to another halfback who played the Dragons, and he scored 90. So maybe I
Okay.
should leave it there. I think Payne has to look, he's the safest option, and he's someone that, the Broncos need to win. He needs to be on the park. He's doing this stint where he plays 20, then replaces Paddy Carrigan around the
Yeah, it was
30 to
good.
35 minute mark, then just plays the game out. So it's pretty hard to take it off him. I'm just, going to go to Cleary. I think the Dragons have lost. They lost 40-0 to the South, then they lost to Manly, and now they play the Panthers, who are going to. There won't be any mid-game restings. The Panthers want to build some form in Nathan Cleary. If DC had 5 try assists, yeah, Cleary's about to have 13. So you can't go wrong with either of them. I'm just chasing the upside. Cleary hasn't actually turned up this season yet, and he's due. And yeah, he could genuinely punish the Dragons on it.
I don't know. No, I don't even know if he has gone through a season in the last five without a ton. That'd be a good stat for someone to throw in the comments there. All right, a couple more to go, guys, before we get into our roastings of the week and our predictions. So we both got one right last week, and one not too far away actually, which was good. But now the Titans, as we said there, Keanu Keeney would be the play of the week. You could captain Campbell again. That was a roller coaster that some people jumped on. We've got Tino there who should continue to score well if you need a mid this week. But yeah, I think most people are shopping down in wing fullback. And that's where Keanu Keeney, we know that he has explosive sort of 70, 80, and 90 games. And he looked good for his 30 minutes last week. And yeah, would be the fun play of the week against the Tigers, who actually, I don't know, I'm probably tipping the Tigers in this one. Is that where you're at?
Yeah, probably, but
Close.
again, this game's going to be 48 to 40.
Mm,
Keeney, all he's going to do is go out and kill it and then ruin his price for next year.
yeah.
Take his 22 average to like a 38 and just increase his pay prize next year by like 200K. So that's going to be really exciting. Yeah, it's going to be a
Imagine
really
he
good
goes
game.
90.
Yeah, honestly, he probably will. Like he's a weapon. He's a weapon.
Yeah. I get Makasini, who gets his debut, a youngster that's very, very talented in that one. Latu Fain, who keeps his spot at seven. And yeah, Terrell May, a pretty simple caption. He was the best, second, third best last week after your boy and then Walshy. So yeah, could definitely do that again if you want to stay safe there. Jojo Fifita and Jarrell Skelton are out now, and we actually do get to see Carter Gordon, which is going to be cool. So that'll be a fun watch. Keeney and Gordon in there. For the Titans now, doggies and the Sharks. I cannot believe the dogs are playing their whole team. It's one burning me because I don't own Preston, and of course I own Carraz, the injured one, and then Galvin and Burton and all these types of guys as well. But I don't know what they gain from this. Anyhow, anyone who owns Preston, stamp your feet, Christopher. And Sharks, this one just gives me hemorrhoids. So yeah, no one else is really here that we should get too excited about. I don't see it being a smashing either way. Dogs are trying to get form. Sharks need to win to secure a home final, or if things go their way, pushing for a top four spot. So, yeah, a somewhat close game, I'd imagine here. And anything else to add?
Yeah, kind of not on the fantasy side. It kind of makes sense for the Dogs, I think, to play devil's advocate, just because we see Canberra and Melbourne rest, but we know what they are. They're going to play well in the finals. They're a gun side. We know what they stand for. The Dogs, they are so rubbish. This whole Galvin and their hooker situation's
Yeah.
really cost them their season. So they're not playing well enough to rest. They need to build these combinations. And I think against the Sharks side, who, pretty much is full strength, with like I think they need to play this game. They're frauds anyway. They're going to go out in straight sets. So. Yeah,
Yep. Agree with that. Agree with that part. But that's why I'm like, surely you just need to. I don't know. I don't know what one extra game's going to do. Like, surely you change it up, go on a little holiday, do something,
yeah,
something different to what they've done the last 2 months because it's been pretty awful. Is my thought. But yeah,
yeah.
if it all clicks in this game, then maybe they're a chance. But yeah, who knows? All right, I'm just holding out hope. I got off my high horse and my sad horse and was like, okay, maybe there's still a chance that Raymond's not ready to go or someone pulls out here would be my hope. Maybe if they're not a chance of a top four, they hold Raymond back one more week. That's my little silly hope. The Dolphins, as we said, just a small chance that we see Herbie Farnworth in at 22. They won't push it if they don't need to, because yeah, coming off a hammy, we know there's a good percentage chance of issues there, and it would be a big risk, I think, for anyone to jump on him this week when there are other options that can go really, really high with his chance of re-injury. And then the Raiders, big red, after all these issues with coach last year, it ended up as their captain this week, which is pretty wild to me. What a turnaround for him.
Yeah, I love it. Big Red plays 70 minutes each week, and let's just not rest him, and we'll rest all the other blokes. So
Yeah.
yeah, if you know a certain someone who owns Tarpanay and Hosking, and yeah, you'd be pretty. You feel bad for him because yeah, let's play Corey Hawes another 65, 70 minutes, eh?
What are we is he gonna go in our predictions this week? 83 plus score?
Oh,
Something
he's
like
gonna
that.
go nuclear. And Corey Horsburgh's the type of bloke who's gonna get the captaincy, and he's gonna go out there and just throw six offloads and just remind me. He's gonna do what he did in Vegas, if you can remember. Take yourself back to Vegas when we didn't own. And in the first
Mm,
10, 15 minutes of the game, he threw three of them. That's what he's gonna do.
what a good time. What a good time. Or he just plays 45 minutes and gets a 33 and tips his captain hat and say,
Yep,
thanks, guys. Easy
dirty
win.
30.
And Lemuelu's the only guy out there. Finn goes back into the side. And then the last one there, Eels and the Knights. For the Eels side of things, when has Hopgood become an 80-minute guy? He couldn't even play 40 minutes for a while there.
I have no idea. It's honestly, it's I started with him. I went back and had a look at it this morning, and I just thought, my goodness, if I just found 100K and gone from Hopgood to Haas in round
Mm.
one, I'd be so much happier. I probably would have won fantasy. The bloke was a hooker for a little bit there. The bloke was playing 30 minutes. Like now, he played 80 of the best last week. Still
Crazy.
hasn't offloaded the ball. He probably would have turned up if it was the Hopgood of old. So
Yeah.
it's still very disappointing that he's not offloading the ball. You've got Dylan Walker there, Junior Barlow, who both like to offload. So for some reason, he's taken that from Hopgood. So yeah, it is pretty good. I'm happy with the 63 that he got, but it is really disappointing that he's not. He's a bit boring now.
Yeah. He's probably a really good option as well if you have 600K or whatever it is. It's probably more than that now for a mid. And he'll be one of the better scorers at that price point, which would be good. And then the Knights is nothing too exciting there. Your boy Leo Thompson, last game for the club. I'm sure that'll be fun in the review when we talk about Mr. Leo Thompson. Kaipi's Paulie's last game as well. So, yeah, they're going to have no forwards after this year. And they'll just have Dylan Brown. How good.
Yeah, and Kalen Ponga don't want to be there no more. That Kai Pierce Paul one, it was so obviously it wasn't funny to those who owned. What did he drop, like a dirty 30 on the weekend? And obviously you can't really account for him missing eight tackles or something. That's insane. But when I traded him, there was a vision, right? I know I copped a lot, and it will go down as a bad trade. But in my thoughts, I was thinking this Knights team is so rubbish. When he got put next to Jake Arthur, I thought, yeah, like there's just no way he keeps this up. And then he turned into a tackle bot. Like, and then he started offloading the ball more. Like, I predicted his downfall when I traded him out, and I said, "See you later." And then I went to Angus Crichton, and yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself with the review. But my goodness, Leo Thompson round 12, Leo Thompson and Britt Nickera round 12, round 10. Is
You
that
had
that that's up?
you're an excited man that week. Something was going on.
That's up there.
Oh, all right, let's get into a couple of roasts to finish off round 27. Now, Heath, one of the legends in the private crew, got 1,012 last week. He's sitting at 2,205. The question's going to be, can he beat Mitchy Boy? Now, what he did say is that he brought in Brian To'o as his last trade 2 weeks ago instead of Tino because I knew Drinky was out this week. Oh, okay. I thought I was feeling bad. Played De Silva last week too. How good. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Who's he missing this week? We've got To'o, Lawson. Ah, it's not too bad. But he's got Drinky out, so has to play
What's
one
that?
short.
Six? Yeah, 16.
Karaz, Karaz with no other center. Oh, so he's 15. Beautiful.
Join
Yeah,
the club, mate. Yeah, well, it's pretty hard to say because everyone's going to say, "Are they going to beat Mitch?" Yes, they are. I'm playing 15. Nicky's going to overtake me.
he will.
That bloke was like 20K or something ridiculous. And then he said to me before, "Oh, I'm only 112 points behind you." Ha ha ha. Mate, stop it, you
I think he's.
fool.
I think he's got a trade left too.
He does. He's going to have 17 of the best. Like, Nicky's going to overtake me. The bloke was 20K. Love Nicky, good bloke. How is he going to beat me?
Some
Like, that's
people are flying
insane.
home, eh? Like
Yeah.
I'll give it to Liam's in here. He's just boasting in the group before that he where is he first one? 2,712. Well, for one, mate, I did ask for your private group ranking, not your overall
Yeah,
ranking, but
yeah. Can't even read
lucky I'm
comprehensively. Nice,
lucky I'm
nice, mate.
smart. There he is. There is Big Nicky,
Yeah,
2,643.
Nicky. So I'm a thousand. I'm a thousand ranks ahead of him, at 110 points, and I've got two less players. Yeah, nice. GG.
There you go. Now I can't even find his. There he is. Yeah, so he was playing Sad Boy in there, saying roast his team. But he's got 18 this week, and
Like,
and no problems. Oh, he's got talent to silver. There you go. I'm sure
Like,
that's been helping him.
how do we have how do you want to roast? Like, you want to roast when your team's better than the both of ours. Like, it's just all exposure for the camera, mate, for the
Look at
channel.
this.
They want to get their name. You scored 1100.
11:35.
Like, oh, I had a tough week. Yeah, Joe Tarpany's out, mate. We've known Joe Tarpany's going to be out for 6 months. Like, we've known he wasn't playing this last round. Like,
Well,
what
Big
your
Rev is going
team?
to be out.
Like, what are we doing? You've got Galvin in there. You've got well, Carraz is there. You got two Bulldogs. They're not resting. That's lucky, mate. Like, you're a cat too.
Smokey Tomoko's even playing. I don't believe it.
Yeah,
I don't even believe
crazy.
it.
I
Yeah,
think
not much to
Osto
say there,
traded him.
Liam. Apart from yeah, oh I got 1065 and
Yeah,
11:35 and I got 18 this week and I've had no trades for 3 weeks. Oh yeah. Good on you,
yeah.
Liam. I saved trades and I got
Nice,
nothing.
nice, Liam.
You
Nice, mate.
dog. I love you, but you're a dog. All right, there it is. Boys, I've only got 15 this week, so I'm gonna take my frustrations out on you. There it is. There we go.
Oh,
Mr.
Will,
William.
I'm feeding Will like this. Oh, yeah, this guy gives it to me each. I'm feeding him. Let's go. What am I looking at? Look at
He's
this.
looking at your team.
Look at this. Look at this rubbish side.
He's sending your
Oh my
team.
God, that's my side. I've just
That's what I
realized
mean.
that. There's no way. What is it? What's the caption say?
He just says, roast away, fellas. My team is dog poop.
Oh, wait, that is evil.
Oh, I
How
want to
has he
know.
done that?
I think he's ranked like, he's way lower than us, I think, isn't he, William? Oh, I wish I knew where he was. I wish you could
I'm finding
search.
it.
I
I'm
wish you could
finding
search
it.
Will Barrett and just
I'm finding it.
launch.
Right. While you do that, I'm not letting him get away with this.
All right, you find him. You
Is he
find him. I'll
higher than us or lower?
He'd be lower for sure. He was
Oh
he
yeah,
was
for sure,
complaining a
for
few weeks
sure,
back.
mate. You asking me questions all the time, mate. I'm leaving you on red now. That's so funny. I didn't realize he set my team. That is up there.
That's pretty good. James says, "Flame me,
Oh,
daddies." What's he
Big
got?
Barrett. Is that him? Big Will be Big
Yeah,
Barrett. I found him. He captained JC, didn't he?
yeah,
He
SCT.
captained
That's right. He
JC.
was
Oh
scared.
yeah, he needs Fog. Yeah, yeah. Your team's rubbish, mate. Fogarty out, Carraz out, Drinkwater out. Oh my God. Yeah, nothing saving you, bro. You're finishing top 15K.
What's he ranked?
He's ranked 3667.
Not too bad. Not too bad. But he's not beating you.
Yeah.
He's not
Yeah,
beating
he's
you.
not beating me now. He might not even beat he might not beat anyone.
Well, James said to roast him. He's just a we love you, James, but you're an absolute JB follower because you've got
Oh, this
Jackson
Hiroti
Ford
love. Oh my
and
God.
Hiroti.
No, hey, this is why you don't listen to this
I
guy.
never told you to get the
So
silver
many
though.
people brought in
Come on.
Hiroti as well.
I'm
I told Cookie to bring in Billy Burns. There you
yeah,
go.
well, yeah. And oh,
The one,
he sent that awesome pill to my boy too, so I'll thank him for that. But yeah, I think James, your problem here was that you followed me.
yeah,
That's
don't,
your
yeah,
flame.
don't do that.
That's your flame. Mr. Lachlan Smythe. What's the chance of staying in top 1K overall this week? 58th in private group. All
Mate,
right.
this guy wants advice. Like
He
he
wants
doesn't
real
want to be
advice.
roasted. Like he's trying to get. He thinks this is a questions pod.
Bruh,
Mate, you're sick. This isn't a Q&A pod, mate. Like we don't. What
this
are we
isn't a real
doing?
question. How do I
Like
stay in the
you.
top 1,000 if I'm 658th?
All right, you know what?
How many got
Because he
out though?
asked. Let's give it to
One,
him.
two. Town de Silva's out basically.
Yeah.
Three.
This is
Drinkwater
tough.
four. Karaz five.
Hudson. Oh
So he's
boy.
15. He's playing the same as Mitch, and Mitch is going to
Oh
stay in
my
the
God.
top
Oh mate,
2,000.
you are. Oh, sorry to kill the dream, brother. You're not finishing in the top 1K.
He's got Watson
That
too.
he's got. No, Watson's going to score above 50 this week. That's the prediction. More on that soon.
Okay. All right. All
No,
right. He's got
it's
Damien
good.
Cook, the
Like
goat. So
you need your pods to go crazy. When you play 15, that's why I captained DC last week because I had a bad 17. I had to play Watson, I had to play Joash, and I had to play Sue Wong off the bench. So I just went the Hail Mary, like that sort of thing.
that's fair. All right. All right. Big fella. I want the Watson prediction. What do we got?
All
What
right.
do
Well,
we got?
before you actually, I think you said earlier, you said, oh, there's one for the stat man, the viewer there. When was the last time Nathan Cleary didn't turn up? And it was actually 2022. I had a look. So before, didn't know we were going to talk about that. But yeah, he didn't turn up that year. He turned up 24, 23, 21, and 20. So I'm going. Well, first we'll do Connor Watson.
All right.
Connor
Cleary.
Watson. Yeah, Connor Watson to score more than 55 this week. He hasn't scored above 43 the last 4 weeks. I'm going Watto for more than 50. I was going to go 53, but I'm feeling like I think it's his 100th game in the Roosters colours or something like that. So he's going to score more than 55. Mate, that's
What
up
points are you
there.
looking for?
Well, yeah, it's not looking good when he comes off the bench. That is up there. That's not a 5-pointer, but because of how bad he's been, that's a 4-pointer.
I'm okay with four. And we
There we
decided,
go.
guys, that we're still experimenting, but we've decided that if you so DCE went 60 plus, I said that's a 3-pointer because he's a crusher, but he blew it out of the water. So you get a bonus point if you absolutely smash it. Could be the other way too. You could be saying, "Oh, I think someone's going to get less than a certain amount, and like less than 50, and if they hit like a 25 or a 30 or 29 or something, then you can get a bonus point for them get like smashing it that way as well." So we'll see how that one plays out. All right, Cleary as well, mates. Are we tunning for Cleary? Is that your call?
Nathan Cleary is going to ton up against the Dragons. The last time he played the Dragons, he scored 112 points
Ooh,
last year. I remember that very vividly. Yeah, no research went into this. Nathan Cleary is tunning up.
it's impressive. I Part of me wants to give you a 6-pointer for this.
Six, no, mate. Come on, don't bend the rules. But that's a 5-pointer.
It's a 5-pointer.
That
All
is a
right.
5-pointer for sure.
If he goes 110, I'll give you six.
Oh, all right, all
110,
right. What's yours? Hit me. Let's go.
110, I'll give you six.
I'm giving some oneers out. I'm giving some one or twos out. Let's
Well,
see.
since I was on the Walsh train last week, and I'm gonna buy him this week.
All
Actually,
right, lock
finally,
that in.
I'm going Walsh for under 53.
Look, that's actually not that. Again, Cookie is so scared of Walsh this week. He thinks we're going to get pumped by 30. Now, he's going to go low. He's not going to, I don't think he's going to go above like 60. We play Melbourne. Melbourne are going to absolutely just kick him to death. So if you're saying he's going to go under 53, I think that's like a, see, that's like a three to me because that's not like that's low, but that's not like crazy low considering the bloke has a -2 in it.
Correct. I'm happy with three.
All right.
Happy to roll a three. And same deal. So if Watson crushes his, or if Walsh gets like 22, he plays the full game, then extra point, extra point, extra point. All right. So I'm up by one so far, PS. All right. Now
Yeah.
the fun finish. We got a few minutes left, and a big thanks to everyone for sticking in for this one. It was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. Now, Keanu Keeney, I think he's going absolutely bananas.
Yeah, I do as well.
So we're going to go Keeney for equals plus 71.
Ooh. Ooh.
Not plus.
Now we do remember Keeney having a couple of 18s in his game back to back round one and two, run at 1 and 3 or whatever
Oh
it
yeah,
was
when I had
last
him.
year.
Yeah,
So
cool.
when we
Cool,
all
cool, cool.
started with him, so I think that's a good shout as well. But that is a 70. You've got to do a lot for a 70.
The
So
fiver?
I look 4 or 5. I'm happy with because we're trialing this. I think next year I'm going to be super like that's a 4, but because we're trialing this and you gave me 4 and 5, I'll give you a 5 or 2. Even though Cleary's got to go 100, Keeney's got to go 70.
Yeah, well, Cleary's a 70-point average man.
All right,
The theory
that's
is
fair.
5-pointer is a 10% chance. That's why I want to give you more for Cleary, but
All right, I think it's high. I think that's 4. I don't think that's 10%. 10%. That's like Keeney against the Tigers. No
yeah,
teams. No teams gonna. They're not playing finals. Keeney could break that in the first half. Des
potentially.
Hasler's final game. I'm happy with that.
All right, there we go. I'm up one so far in the game. Oh, and let us know if you've made it this far. Austin's mentioned that if we have a 50-50 pick in round one next year, that the other person decides it. I actually personally like it, but I know you and
I
you
hate
and
it.
that
I'm
team
off
of
it.
yours.
I'm off it. Like anything fantasy related, I think that's just I hate it. Someone? I think someone said to have your like your well my girlfriend, your fiance, pick pick a captain or something or pick a player, and I said absolutely not. Like
Yeah.
we are, yeah. My missus, yeah, we're not doing that at all. Fantasy related maybe, but like you're see the thing is you'd go easy on me. It'd be 50-50 and you'd pick the right one. If I won and it was 50-50, I'm giving you just dirt. I'd be
Oh,
toxic
but I like
as.
you. I
See,
thought I
you're a good
liked you.
bloke. I'm not, but like
Yeah, there
so
you go. That's
we'll
the yin
see.
and the yang.
We'll see what we come up with.
There you go. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed your roasts, enjoyed some teamless banter and our predictions. Let's go, Keeney. Let's go. Well, I hope this loses, to be honest with you. And yeah, Watson's going to finally score some points. So good luck, everyone, this week. Final round. I'll get the best buys. It'll be about 6.5 minutes out there. I'll get that out there for you tomorrow, and we'll yeah, we'll try and stay in the top 2K together. Hey?
All right, mate. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it, mate. Thank you.